Marriage lines, the line of marriage. When the line of marriage curves or droops downwards, the person on whose hand this appears will outlive the other. When the line turns upward in the reverse direction, the possessor is not likely ever to marry. When the line is clear and distinct, but has a lot of little lines drooping from it, it foreshadows trouble and anxiety in the marriage, but brought on by the delicacy and ill health of the partner. When the line has a curve at the end, and if a cross or line be found cutting into this curve, the partner will die by accident or a sudden illness of some kind. But when the marriage line ends in a long, gradual curve into the heart line, the death of the partner will come about by gradual ill health or the illness of a very long duration. When the line has an island at the beginning, then the marriage will be for a long time delayed, and the two persons will be much separated at the commencement of their married life. When the island is found about the middle of the marriage line, some great trouble and separation will take place about the middle of the married life. When the island is found towards the end of the life line, the marriage will most probably end in trouble and separation one from the other. When the line of marriage divides into the form of a fork, the two people will live apart from one another. But when the fork turns downwards towards the line of heart, a legal separation may be anticipated. When the fork is more accentuated and turns down more into the hand, divorce may be expected, and especially so if one end of this fork stretches across the hand in the direction of the plane of Mars or the mount of Mars. In many cases, a fine line may be found crossing the entire palm from the marriage line, and in such a case, the greatest animosity and bitterness will enter into the fight for freedom and divorce. In such example, there is never any hope of reconciliation. When the line of marriage is full of little islands, or linked like loops of chain, the subject should be warned not to marry at any time, as such a union would be full of greatest unhappiness and continual separations. When the line, which is otherwise well marked, appears about the center to break in two, it foreshadows a fatality or breakup in an otherwise happy married life. When the line of marriage itself or an offshoot from it goes into the hand and joins or ascends upward with the line of sun, it promises that its possessor will marry someone of great wealth and distinction. When this above mentioned line bends downward and cuts the line of sun, it denotes that the person on whose hand it is found will lose his position by marriage he will make. When any line from the top of the Mount of Mercury falls down into the marriage line, it shows that there will be great obstacles to overcome in whatever marriage the subject enters. But if the line of marriage is a good one, then such obstacles will be overcome. When there is another line, much slighter in appearance, lying close to upper side of the marriage line, it foretells of influence that will come into the subject's life after marriage. All lines that cross the hand from the Mount of Mars and rise up towards the line of marriage denotes the interference of people with the marriage. These lines give the date of the interference when they cross the line of destiny. They cause squalls when they come from Mars. From Venus they also denote annoyances, but not as such vindictive nature.